Hello, welcome to Erica Reacts to the Grateful Dead. Sometimes when I go to the office, I grab a room before I teach my fitness classes. I teach fitness in a corporate office, and so I don't always have all my good equipment. So today I'm dealing with this little microphone. Believe it or not, my AirPods fell in between my seat and my console, and then I was trying to get them out, and it like went into the console and then fell into some like hollow space. So I ordered this like magnet that's on like a really strong construction magnet that can pick up a wrench apparently, and it has like a windy handle. So I'm hoping to fish out my AirPods later. And in the meantime, I bought another pair anyway because I'm content creating and I can always give the other pair to my kids if I manage to fish it out from under my center console. But it was like crazy. Like I was trying to get it out and like pushed it into the console and then it fell down into a cavity that I cannot pick up. And even online, apparently, my car's model has an issue with it. Now, if this is your first video of me reacting, I have a few caveats. One, you might want to start onto this playlist, which is under my banner, under playlists, under Erica Reacts Grateful Dead video reactions. Okay. So in here, everything is compiled and it's in reverse order. So the bottom is my first one I ever did. So like I would recommend either going through my journey in order, or you don't have to, but then it'll be funny because when I listen to for example, you might get served up on your algorithm my Terrapin Station studio reaction, which was the first version of Terrapin Station I heard. Then a few weeks later, I listened to one of the live versions, and then I go, oh wow, this is so much better. So if you are watching this for the first time, I'll always get comments like, oh my God, why are you listening to the studio version? Like, oh, you should have listened to this version. Or then, oh my gosh, this girl isn't even paying attention. So there's no really good way to do this because some people say, why are you taking notes? You should just sit there and enjoy it. Well, this is a 32-minute song today because someone requested and they sent a little payment with it, like a $10, 15, something like that. This is Truckin to Mind Left, Not Fade Away, going down the road, Portland, Oregon. So as you can see, this is the video I'm reacting to today. This is 32 minutes and 48 seconds. So there's no way that I can just sit here and not do anything else for 32 minutes. So I'm either gonna like take notes, but then I thought of another crazy thing because you guys are gonna also be like, I can't believe that this girl is doing this. I want to see if I can finish the New York Times Wednesday crossword puzzle while this is playing. Now I want to also explain something about how my brain has always worked. So I know some of you guys go, oh my God, what a pity, adult ADHD, it must be such a terrible thing. No, it's actually a blessing because the only reason I've been able to write songs, be able to multitask everything I do with being a mom, being a musician, being a fitness instructor, having like so much energy to get up every day, only sleep 5 to 6 hours and do it again, it's because of my ADHD. It's actually a superpower. Now, the tricks that helped me throughout my life, when I used to take lectures in college, I used to have I went to USC, we had the Daily Trojan newspaper, and they would print the New York Times crossword Monday through Friday in there. And so during my Italian class, for example, or my lectures I took a psychology class, I took a linguistics class, I would actually take out my crossword puzzle and I would do my crossword puzzle while I listened to the lecture, and that actually helped me absorb the lecture more. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes if I'm almost too relaxed, my mind wanders. My mind will be like, oh, I need to wash the dishes. Like, oh, I need to call the doctor's office. Like, my mind is almost like taken away. So I realized one of the strategies for paying attention in class was actually to do a crossword puzzle. And that really grounded me into the lecture of what they were saying. So if you're very offended by this, I'm sorry. This is just going to be something new that and by the way, I may get so pulled into this song, I may stop the crossword puzzle, or I may be taking notes and then be like, oh, I'm bored, let me do the crossword puzzle. Or maybe I'll do the crossword puzzle a little bit and then come back to the song. I don't know what's going to happen. This is all experimental. If you want more traditional reaction videos, go through the Grateful Dead playlist I showed you. And those are very traditional. Some of them I did not, in the beginning, I was not taking notes. Then a few videos ago, I started taking notes. 2 days ago, I interviewed a deadhead. So if you guys want to be interviewed on my channel, please reach out to me. My email is listed on the top of my YouTube page. There's also a link tree. If you even fill out my form, you can even just put your instead of doing a request, you could be like, I'd like to be interviewed. Here's my email. Okay. The other thing is there's a Sam G who sent me $10, and I don't know what his requests were because they were not tied together. I think that he might have requested, I'm guessing, because around the time they came in, I think it was, it's any of these The Weight of the Band from the Last Waltz concert, combination of two by Big Brother and the Holding Company at the Monterey Pop Festival, and maybe also Ball and Chain by Big Brother at the Monterey Pop Fest. That's my guess of what Sam G sent, but if I'm wrong, just comment or reach out to me by email, please, because I do want to. I want to get to all of these anyway. It's just my new thing is I now have less than 2 months until the Dead and Company concert, and I want to just like listen to all of these as much as possible to kind of know what they are. And so for today's video, I think the better strategy is this. Maybe going forward, I kind of just listen through an album studio just to know what the songs sound like. Then I can go through and listen to different live performances with that kind of skeleton, right? Like the outline of what the song should be. And then I can actually hear when they're doing variations or going on improvisational jams that I don't expect. Okay. So I think that's part of it. Now, I don't know, again, I love the New York Times crossword, by the way. So you guys can watch me do a crossword. This might be entertaining and this might be weird. If this offends you, just don't watch it. But I may end up just stopping doing the crossword and but the thing that's really hard for me, because I know you guys say chill, the thing that makes me chill the most is doing a New York Times crossword. And if I'm not doing something like that, again, my brain's going to be like, I need to do the dishes, I need to do this, I need to send an email, da da da. So let me do the crossword while I listen to this 32-minute thing. I'll probably stop when I hear something interesting and be like, whoa, what was that? That's what happened the other day when I was listening to the Wizards. I was on my live chat and I was dealing with an issue in my TikTok because I was streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok at the same time. And so my phone has the TikTok, and all of a sudden I saw that they were like messing up, like my stream was messed up. And so I had to like text. I was like, I was dealing with the stream. And then all of a sudden, like I heard this amazing, the song started of the Lizards, and I go, what's that? And I was really like drawn in, and then I was like, and then they sang like Wilson, Wilson, Wilson. I was like, what? And then I was just at that moment, I was completely drawn into the Lizards, and I was pulled away from whatever like I felt I had to do. So maybe this will do the same thing because there's all these changes in Truckin. It looks like we're going Truckin, mind left body, now fade away, going down the road, feeling bad. Okay, 74. See, learning more about the band's history. Oops. Like this is the older stuff. Okay, so here we go. It's gonna play. Not a video anyway. It's just a picture. So that's why you'll get to see my crossword skills, which I've been rusty on. You're gonna be like yelling the clues out to me, but this is not live, so it doesn't help. Can I finish the Wednesday crossword in 32 minutes, or will I be so drawn in by Truckin', not fade away, that the crossword will just stop? So again, you're gonna be like, what? This is a crazy video. It's like, yeah, because it's hard for me just to sit there and listen to something. Besides, think about it. I'm on camera this whole time. Like I have to be like, okay, don't look weird. Like don't make weird faces. I mean, I can make like weird faces, but don't be like, wah, you know, like I can't be like totally messed up. Okay, here we go. Okay, I need to fix my speaker situation. Sound. Yeah, because that sound was coming through the headphone, and that's going to be very bad. Output. We're doing this. Perfect. And then the sound on here, it looks like it's working. Here we go.
Just keep trucking over. One of these days, they better be going out of the door and down to the street all on. Truckin', got to do the man. Once told me you got to play your hand. Sometimes the cards ain't worth the dime if you don't lay 'em down. Sometimes the lights all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Maybe it occurs to me. What a long, strange trip it's been. The world never became a sweet gem. She's lost her sparkle, you know she's the same. Living on resin, vitamin C, and cocaine. All a friend can say is, ain't it a shame? Truckin', up to Buffalo, I've been thinking. You got to mellow slow. You take time, you pick a place to go. Just keep truckin'. Sitting staring out of the hotel window. Got a tip, they're gonna kick the door in again. I like to get some sleep before I travel, but if you got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in. Busted down above the street, set up like a bowling pin, knocked out and gets to wearing thin. I just won't let you be. No. You're sick of hanging around and you like to travel. Get tired of traveling, you wanna settle down. I guess they can't revoke yourself for trying. Get out of the door and look around. Sometimes the lights all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Maybe it occurs to me. Well, long, strange trip it's been. Truckin', I'm a going home. Whoa, whoa, baby, back where I've been on. Back home, down to patch my bones. To get back truckin'. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, now get back truckin' home. Hey, now get back truckin' home. Hey, now get back truckin' home. Get back truckin' home. Get back truckin' home. Get back truckin' home. Hey, now get back truckin' home. Get back. show you what you drive me mad. Your love for me's got to be real. Gonna know just how I feel. Love's real, not fade away. Not fade away.
Okay, so this last song, Going Down the Road, Feeling Bad, it's kind of just catchy and kind of just like a fun, feel good song. I couldn't exactly hear the lyrics. I was like trying to type it. I was like, what? Like, little man, will the water taste like wine? That's kind of biblical. Turn the water into wine. You know what I mean? Maybe you're poor, but then you're having so much fun that it tastes good anyway. So the last song I thought was catchy. Trucking itself was kind of catchy.
The cards ain't worth the time if you don't lay 'em down.
It's just blues. It's just a blues song. Again, I think you just had to be there. I'd have to look up those words. The singing in that part wasn't particularly beautiful.
But if you got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in.
It's bluesy. It's not supposed to be beautiful. It's just I'm in the morning, it's coming in. I'm about to look at the lyrics of that later. But it's it's a bop. A bop means it's like a jam, you know. It's like it's a song, whatever. Like I think I see how it's catchy. I'd like to hear the studio version of that. The jam it went into, it was fine. Again, like I was just trying to multitask more because my brain was like, this is a lot going on. And this whole jam was just like crazy, and it went through a lot of things: meter changes, guitars going off of each other, multiple instruments. It's just like kind of like hectic and crazy. Then remember, I wrote a note at one point on my paper where I go, there's a descending scale pattern that keeps repeating. Okay, so it went like da 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 da, something like that. And I was like, oh, cool. So I wrote in my notes, I was like, okay, repeating pattern, cool. And then we get into that other song, the Not Fade Away. Not Fade Away was the least remarkable of the two real songs, right? So like, I'd say that last song was the most catchy. Truckin' was also catchy in a different way, but it just sounds, a lot of blues songs sounds exactly the same because blues is based on a pattern. It's based on a chord progression. That has to be in every single blues song. So Truckin' just sounds like a blues song. I'd have to really listen to the words to like understand them. I couldn't understand their words. It was really hard for me to understand their words. And it wasn't just because I was doing a crossword puzzle. I promise you, like it was hard. Their words were not clear. Their diction was not clear. Their singing was kind of like very mumbly. So I couldn't understand. So that's something I'm gonna have to like hopefully, and I hear a different recording and I'll like look up the lyrics at the same time. But yeah, obviously, like if you were there, I'm sure this was epic because it just went from one to the next to the next to the next, kind of this one long thing. So it was interesting the parts in between the songs that were just, you know, jamming. And I could tell when it got to the last song, I was like, oh, this is a new song. Like at that exact part, I heard the lead guitar, I heard the second lead guitar doing something. Bass. Drums, probably synthesizer. It's just a lot, guys. It's a lot. Okay, I think it's cool. I think it also helps when you can see it because you can kind of like visualize like, oh, that's that guitar, that's that guitar. When I'm just listening to this, I'm imagining all the visuals in my mind as I'm doing this. Okay, so I had to get out of this room in like 2 minutes. I just want to wrap up. 74. Don't love it. Don't love this recording overall. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you guys want honesty, if you guys want me to just listen to everything and go like, oh my god, that changed my life. I love it. Oh my god, I want to marry it. Like, I love this song. I'm gonna listen to it every day. I probably would never listen to this recording again, but I want to hear Trucking individually. I want to hear Not Fade Away. I want to hear the songs. I am interested in those. They actually did compel me. This particular sequence of it and the recording quality of it, it didn't like draw me where I'm like, oh my god, I want to hear that again. The jam, I'm sure if I heard the jam again, it would make more sense to me because it's the second time hearing it and I can like process it better. But yeah, that's just the reality. Is like I think these are good songs and I think they're like put together in a nice little sequence, which is useful. But I personally wasn't like, oh my god, like put this on my playlist, save it to my favorites. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna listen to this every day. No, but I am interested to hear Truckin' and Not Fade Away and whatever that other song was called, Going Down the Road Feeling Bad. Sounds kind of depressing, but going down the road feeling bad. Catchy. It's catchy. I'd say Truckin' and that one were catchy. The middle song was less remarkable. I don't even remember it, honestly, so I will listen to it again. That's my honest reaction. If you want honesty, that's honesty. It didn't move me. You'll see me when you watch my video, the Beatles soundtracks I grew up with, the Beatles CDs, those make me cry. This, I have no emotional connection to. I was never played this as a child. This means nothing to me. Just so you know, I'm being honest. Like, it didn't have any sort of, I was more like, what are they saying? What does this mean? Water into wine? Like, what? Trucking feeling bad? Why are they feeling bad? What are they depressed about? What is this about? The person who wrote this, what was the situation that led them to get to that moment to write that song? So I did want to know that. I did want to understand, like, what was the reason for writing Truckin', and like, what does it really mean? Does it mean like trucking, or like going on the road? Like, I have to look into that. So anyway, that's my initial reaction. I do want to hear these songs separately. And then another video. I gotta go. Bye.